Puttima Indaratana, Mr. Setember, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all events organizers comprising of Ministry of Foreign Affairs Thailand, Thailand Research Fund, Department of Civil Engineering, Chulalongkorn University, and Faculty of Engineering, Naresuan University. As the representatives, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome all of you and share the opening ceremony of the seminar in the title of RAIL-TRACK Research and Innovation for Thailand, Australian Perspectives. As a Thai academics, we would like to get involved in the development of a new rail network system, which will be pursued soon in Thailand. What we can foster this railway development is to organize a seminar and provide a knowledge exchange from a well-known expert in this particular field. As known, the rail track as a foundation of a whole railway infrastructure plays a major role in providing the operating platform of trains. However, it would be said that the deep knowledge and understanding about the rail track in Thailand is likely not well addressed. Consequently, this event is organized and hoped to be an initiative to trigger more rail track research activities in Thailand. Today, we are privileged to have as our keynote speaker Professor Puttima Indaratana, Professor in Geomechanics and Railway Engineering at University of Wollongong, New South Wales, Australia, who is widely regarded as the world's leading expert in an advanced rail track research of modern railway engineering. The keynote will provide for all of us a relevant insight into the rail track system, including experience in the development of rail track research in Australia, to be a good example for everyone who is getting involved in a new era of Thailand railway system. Moreover, today we also have honorable participants of the Roundtable Forum from Thailand Railway Organization and Industry to share and exchange the views of the current and future works in Thailand with Australian experts. Therefore, this seminar will provide us not only essential knowledge, but also a great opportunity to obtain good experience through both technical and regulatory issues. Finally, as a representative of all co-organizers, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to all participants and our honorable speakers. I wish you a most fruitful day with interesting and stimulating discussion and exchange knowledge so that we can together envisage the future of railway system in Thailand. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Setember, Director General of Department of America and South Pacific Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Thailand, to give up his speech.
Thank you very much. Associate Professor Dr. Sarintip Tantani, the Dean of Faculty of Engineering. And now we would like to welcome the opening remarks by Mr. Setember, Director General of the Department of American and South Pacific Affairs. Please give a welcoming applause to Mr. Se, please.
Good morning, Swadika. First of all, I'd like to recognize Professor Dr. Puttima Indaratana, Associate Professor Dr. Sarintip Tantani, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, students. Of course, it's a great pleasure to welcome all of you today to this seminar on rail track research and innovation for Thailand, Australian perspectives. And of course, this is one of the areas in which the foreign ministry is expanding its scope of work to include in its agenda as part of its foreign policy, science, technology, and innovation. And in this field, of course, the rail track research and innovation is a key topic, particularly at this time of the Thailand the progressive Thai government to enhance the Thailand's geographical role as the hub of Southeast Asia, and connectivity, as you all are familiar with, is the key to enhancing Thailand's geographical role as the hub of Southeast Asia. And so we are very privileged to have today with us Professor Putiman as our keynote speaker. And of course, as you well know, he is the Professor of Civil Engineering, Head of the School of Civil Mining and Environmental Engineering. And he is no stranger to Thailand. He has spent several years in Thailand at the AIT. And of course, based on his years of research, expertise, and wealth of experience, of course, we will benefit from his perspectives on rail track research and innovation for Thailand. And of course, I would like to reiterate our appreciation to Professor Indra Ratna for taking the time to be with us despite his very busy schedule. The Department of American and South Pacific Affairs, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, is very pleased to host this seminar in collaboration with the Thailand Research Fund, RAIL University, and other participating institutes in the International Research Network on pavement technology comprising Chulalongkorn University, Khon University, Suvarnabhumi University of Technology, Curtin University, Monash University, and the University of South Australia. Earlier this week, I was in RAIL University giving a talk to the Social Science Department, Faculty of Social Science on Thai-US relations, as this year marks the 180th anniversary of Thai-US relations. And of course, I had the opportunity to meet with the president of the RAIL University. And I know that he had very much wanted to join us today, the president of RAIL University. Of course, we are delighted that Ajahn Setember, Associate Professor Setember, is here with us to be a participant at today's seminar. Now, today's seminar is, of course, a clear demonstration of the concrete collaboration between Thai and Australian academics who share common interests in this field. And of course, it certainly plays an important part in promoting a closer and stronger educational and research linkages between the two countries. And this is actually one of the aims of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that in our foreign policy, that we would like to integrate science, technology, and innovation as part and parcel of our foreign policy. Of course, in terms of foreign policy, we would normally, or the public would normally associate Thai foreign policy with security issues, economic issues. But in today's world of globalization, of the challenges that we all face in an increasingly borderless world, foreign policy has expanded its TOR and it's become multidimensional. Health issues has now become part of foreign policy issue. Trade investment, of course, becomes part of foreign policy. Social cultural issues now forms part and parcel of Thai foreign policy. And now we talk about science, technology, and innovation as being part of foreign policy, and we call it science diplomacy. And this is a trend not only in Thailand, around the world, whether it be Australia, the United States, or in Europe. Science diplomacy now plays an important role in the conduct of foreign policy. The reason is because innovation is the key to enhancing our competitiveness for growth and sustainable development. And it's only natural for the Foreign Ministry to support and bridge the talents of both sides, Australia and Thailand, to encourage joint research and innovation research mobility, and of course, more importantly, the utilization and application of such research and innovation in full capacity. And of course, science and innovation is one of the key issues that Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra and then Prime Minister Juliet Gillard discussed and agreed to enhance partnership in this area. And of course, we recognize Australia for its wealth of knowledge in science, technology and innovation. And there is many areas in which the Thai side, the Thai research community, the Thai research network, the Thai scientists can forge partnership and cooperation with the science networking in Australia, whether it be in the fields of agricultural technology, in the field of food security, energy security, climate change. These are the areas then which are key areas in which we need to work jointly together to address the challenges arising from the transboundary problems. And of course, as I said earlier, this seminar could not be held at a better time because Thailand is now embarking on a master plan, a mega infrastructure investment on high-speed train and railway improvement projects planned for the near future. And this mega infrastructure project forms the backbone of what we call the master plan of the connectivity in Thailand and in Southeast Asia. As you know, by the year 2015, this region, Southeast Asia, will be established, will be known as the ASEAN community. And for the ASEAN community to be effective and to bear fruit, physical connectivity lies at the heart of community building. And Thailand, due to its natural geographical location at the heart of mainland Southeast Asia, connectivity enables Thailand to play that rightful role as being the hub of mainland Southeast Asia and beyond, allowing us to become the gateway for trade, investment, production, and people-to-people linkages. And when we talk about connectivity, it's not just connectivity within Thailand in linking all the major cities, all the major provinces, but connectivity in linking the Thai borders with the neighboring countries right onto northern Thailand to southern China, the province of Yunnan. And of course, we have various what we call economic corridors that requires the logistic and physical connectivity, whether it be the East-West corridor, which stretches from Vietnam, Laos, across Thailand to Myanmar, to India and beyond, or the North-South corridor from Thailand to southern China via Myanmar and Laos. And once you penetrate China, then it goes on to Russia, to Europe. And so pavement technology, railway technology has become a significant agenda for the Thai government, because it's through this pavement technology that will allow our master plan for connectivity to be implemented effectively for the benefit of economic growth and prosperity for Thailand and the region as a whole in Southeast Asia. So I'm confident that, of course, all of you here will benefit from today's seminar and, of course, from what we will be hearing from Professor Putimara. And so I wish you all the best, and for you to truly utilize the time that you have with Professor Putimara, because it's well known that it's very difficult to get hold of him. And of course, he's an international figure in this field. He's well versed in this field, and we are delighted that he has allocated his time to be here in Bangkok and to spend time with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, for the